The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting four-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
To the air, it's back. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw. It's back. Bringing the heat. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia!
You can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on third down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Fletcher. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to pass. It's back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the catch. It's Branch. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. They have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
The Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Safe completion on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks? Really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Turning it on. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Canes. A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Now improvising. quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. He's looking deep. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Hurricane. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. It's the conference finale today. Win this one, extra football ahead. It's taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always point to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
When you throw to wide receivers over the middle of the field, it's really tough. Sometimes you got to layer it. You got to throw it over linebackers and in between safeties. It requires a lot of touch, a lot of finesse. That play, the defense definitely took advantage.
They'll leave it with him. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Dropping back, it's back. Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
And the Canes will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Rolls and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, it's one on offense, you're trying to run the ball and get that established so you can work the bootleg off of that with your quarterback, but just nothing going there. The defense was in good position, and QB just didn't have enough speed to really hurt the defense on that.
Floating away. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Fired in from the red zone for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Good timing on the quick out.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Frazier. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Going deep. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Makes the pass. Working that left side. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Makes the catch. It's Frazier. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half and you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air. It's back. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying to get the corner. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He makes a catch. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in there. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
And the Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to throw, it's back. Quickly complete. There he goes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he could make something happen after the play and get 6.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellows, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7. to Navy. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, you can take it to the house.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Catch in the middle. It's Bauman. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Frazier. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they
breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. And they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to.
He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Got a man. It's Lyle. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Handoff from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The offense changing the play. Got a man. It's Thomas. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They Coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They punted away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The run from the shotgun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He wants to go deep. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Off play action. Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Got his man on the right.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. The quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's when the offense will set up shop. Some of this, they'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Turns it on in midfield. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Takes his shot. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll send the back in motion. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the run deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for room. It's Frazier. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A quick pass to the left. Steamrolls his way ahead. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You see a lot of defenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative, I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Quick completion on the out route. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
They'll run it from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big. You've forced a third down. One more big stop. Now I can get them to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Maybe a bit of a gamble going for it on 4th and short from their own 46. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Canes send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down 1 possession late in the 4th. That's reeled in. It's Frazier. At the 45 on its way. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive 2 minutes to play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.